What's up, everybody? Today I'm going to be showing y'all a video of the LG Optimus Q for Straight Talk. Now, let me start by giving y'all some specs on the phone. The phone has a 800 megahertz processor, about 200 megabytes of internal RAM, megabytes of memory. The screen is HVGA, which is 480 times 320 pixels resolution. The screen is 3.2 inches diagonally. The phone measures 4.5 times 2.3 times 0.6 inches. If you buy the phone off the Straight Talk website, it is currently $179.99 as we speak. The phone features a 3.2 megapixel camera with video. I don't know what is the resolution of the video. The phone has about 350 megs of RAM, which is not much. Most of your super high-end phones have at least a gig of memory. A gig of RAM. This phone also features Android version 3.2.4. As you can see, it comes with the keyboard. This is what differentiates this one from the Samsung Galaxy that's on Straight Talk. The phone has 4 home screens that you can fill with widgets and shortcuts and picture frames and anything else that you want. This is the drop-down menu for your notifications, messages, anything ongoing you have on the phone. The phone comes with a 4 gigabyte memory card, but I think it can take up to 32 gigs, which is a lot more than 4 gigs, of course. This is what the menu looks like. Some of the things that I have preloaded onto the phone is the 106 in Park app, games like Angry Birds. Now, mind you, because this phone only has an 800 megahertz processor and only about 350 megs of RAM, you won't be playing any big super games like the big super phones like the HTC Resound or the Samsung Galaxy S. You won't be playing any big super games like Asphalt 5 and all that, or even Grand Theft Auto 3 that was just recently released on Android. But you can still play basic games that the phone can handle, and that's because the phone can't handle those big super games like Asphalt 5. It also features the Market, where you can download and install over 250 apps and more. I think it's about 300,000 apps. Android is currently at a little bit behind iOS. The phone has YouTube. As you can see, the YouTube app is real, which means what I mean by that, you can watch actual YouTube videos. You can watch real music videos, not the bootleg version, not the wannabe version, the real music videos that you would watch from Vivo on the computer. You can see back here, this is the 3.2 megapixel camera. You see the 3.5 headset jack, power lock key, volume control. That is the micro SD port. The micro USB port for charging and computer syncing. That is the microphone right there. These are the 4 home keys for Android. The menu, home, back, and search key. That's the camera button. Nothing up here. That is the earpiece above the LG logo. Let's see. This phone can have Skype, Oval, a lot of other video services, but unfortunately, I would say this phone is good for an entry-level phone. If this is your first Android phone, the only thing I don't like about it is that it doesn't have a front-facing camera. And I have to tell you guys that the battery is not so good on this phone. I can't even make it without a day without having to charge this phone, but that's because I do a lot of internet browsing, a lot of texting, a few calls here and there. But yeah, you're gonna have to take your charger with you if you plan on being out all day. This is what the music sounds like. The speaker is not very loud. So let me warn y'all, this phone does work on Sprint, and as you know, Sprint does not have as good service as Verizon and AT&T. If you plan on buying this phone, you will really have to check to see if you have service in that area. Check Virgin Mobile and Boost Mobile coverage maps, because if those phones, if Virgin Mobile and Boost Mobile phones work in your area, then more than likely this phone will too. I have a lot of apps downloaded for social networking like Tweetcaster, TweetDeck, Uber Social, Friendcaster for Android, Plum. I have Pandora Radio installed, which is very popular. I have Netflix installed, which I have to create an account for that, which I already have, but I haven't subscribed to it. There's Google Maps, the Market, the Gallery, Facebook app, Facebook for Android. Um, I have Voxer installed, which is a new upcoming, I guess you could say, social networking app that's very popular on smartphones, that's up and coming. The only games I really have, I have one drag racing game that's just a basic game. It's not anything fancy. I have Angry Birds, of course, which is very popular. You see Angry Birds right there. Very popular game. Let's go into the browser. This is what the browser looks like. Now, mind you, this phone does not have full flash because it's only an 800 megahertz processor. It can't handle embedded YouTube videos. It has flash on the websites like you will see on the computer, but not embedded videos because the phone cannot handle embedded videos. Um, so that's about it. This phone is just a basic Android phone for straight talk. There's nothing really too fancy about it. It's not nothing too difficult about it. It's just your basic entry level Android phone for straight talk. This is your widget right here, so you can turn off Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, GPS, the screen brightness. You can change all of that right there. So you can see you have the Google search bar right there. That's pretty much it. The phone is pretty zippy for 800 megahertz. It's not the fastest in the world, but it's not too slow either, as you can see. And that's about it. Like I said, 3.2 megapixel camera, 800 megahertz processor, Android version 3.2.4, which is the latest version that the Samsung Galaxy for Straight Talk doesn't have. The Samsung Galaxy has 2.2 Froyo. Wait, I'm sorry. This phone has Android version 2.3, not 3.2. I'm sorry. That's Honeycomb. This phone has Android version 3.2 Gingerbread. 2.3.4. I'm sorry. 2.3.4 Gingerbread. Like I said, 4 home screens, so you can have widgets, shortcuts, anything you want. This is the famous HTC clock widget that you find on HTC phones with the weather, always updating the weather. Like I said, battery life is not too good on this phone. You might want to bring your charger with you. The phone is pretty zippy, not too slow. YouTube works fantastic. So if you have any questions about this phone, feel free to comment, and I will try to answer all the questions that I can.